Hello, hello. Alright, so I do plan to finish Case 2. Despite the title, I have not yet finished Case 2, but I'm almost done with it, from what I can tell. I think I'm very close to the end. So we should be able to get to Case 3 today, depending on... Case 2 should not take that long, actually, to finish up. I'm pretty sure I'm, like, right on the tail end of it, so... Wait, splat. This isn't Loop Dachi, splat. Anyway, you caught me off guard with that one. Okay, so despite the title, I have not actually started Case 3 yet, but I am very close to the end of Case 2, so Case 3 will definitely be started today. I'm happy to see you drive by, Splat. It's good to see you. Alright. Wait, Your Honor! This had better be good, Mr. Edgeworth. I've got it. Got what exactly? The real murder weapon, of course. I know where Mr. Connis's knife is. Do you really, Mr. Edgeworth? I do. Not at all. Oh, great. I've become just like him now. If I did not know better, I would say that you were bluffing. You ruined me, Your Honor. I don't know the meaning of the word. Ugh, this is terrible for my heart. There's no way you could... It's not here, I tell you. I will be the judge of that. It would be so kind to enlighten us. Where's the real murder weapon? Think, Miles, think! Somewhere not even the police would search. A blind spot in this zoo. A hiding place the warden could be absolutely sure of. A hiding place? No. Silence! If you insist, come on, Helmet, open up. Yeah, that's what I was saying. This is gonna lead back to the alligator we found earlier with the metal detective, isn't it? Did she use the same trick? No, that's ridiculous, isn't it? But the more I think about it, how many foolproof ways to evade detection could there be? Mr. Edgeworth, how long do you intend to keep us waiting? There's the faintest possibility I'm right, but if I'm wrong, we stand to lose everything. Your Honor, this is where the real murder weapon is hidden. Right in this very yard. Right around there. Here, in the yard? Indeed. I don't believe I understand. Would you care to explain a little more? Where exactly is the real murder weapon hidden? Right here. Take that! In the alligator! Of course, that's what it must have been. Huh? What's the matter, detective? It's the metal detector, sir. It's, reacting to the alligator. What? How? The metal detector was reacting to something inside her after all. Your Honor, I'd like to remind you of this piece of evidence. The chisel? Didn't we just figure out that that isn't the murder weapon? You might recall that Mr. Connis hid this chisel in his dog's mouth. Would you believe that the real murder weapon was hidden in much the same way? Yeah, we caught her. That's right. The murder weapon is hidden inside the alligator in that pond over there. What? No way! We detected the presence of a metallic object during our early investigation. Judge Gabel, we need to know what's inside that alligator. Understood. Then we'll need to summon a veterinarian. I'm sure I could get that little sweetie to open up for us. I'd be happy to give it a try. Please, by all means. Opens up. One on the guard! The real murder weapon is about to be revealed. Why not do the right thing and confess? Ooh. I have nothing to confess. As you wish, then you can simply wait and watch as your lies are exposed. Sir, we got it! This has to be it. It's over, Fifi Lagarde. The real murder weapon was spotted Thomas Connors' knife, making you the only person who could have killed Bronco Knight. I'm not the criminal here. This is O'Connor's doing. I did the right thing, and that was a threat. He was Connor's lapdog. Curse that despicable Matt Connors. Why did he have to come and ruin my perfect little home? We could have been happy forever if it wasn't for him. He ruined my paradise on Earth. He ruined everything. Curse him. Curse that pitiless butcher. That awful, terrible, despicable man. Curse him. Oh. It was all ferrets. That's pretty funny, actually. It was like her whole coat was completely the ferrets. Prosecutor Thwitter! Prosecutor Thwitter, sir! The test results have just come back! The winner? I guess we've all been under a lot of stress. Traces of Bronco Knight's blood were found on Mr. Connors' knife. It's just like you said, sir! Congratulations on a stunning victory! Of course, officer! Excellent work! You can continue complimenting me if you like. Yes, sir! The winner wins again! I think I'm welling up a little. With rage? Excellent work, Eustace. Just a few loose ends to tie up and we're done. Huh? What are you talking about? I just solved the case, didn't I? You were not the one who solved the case under any circumstances. You did nothing. You did absolutely nothing to help us, buddy. We have yet to confirm whether or not Knight really was working for Mr. Connors. Does that matter? It would be vital to know if Warden Lagarde was simply jumping to conclusions on that front. Huh? There's Clueless, and then there's you. Oh, well, then I guess we better get back to our investigation. Alright, officer, you're with me. You're about to see the winner win a whole lot more. Prepare to win his first investigative talent in action. Yes, sir. I'm right with you, sir. Can't wait to watch your work. It's winning time. I like the part where you said it's winning time and wind all over them. I expect this case will cause quite a stir. The attempted murder of a president is news enough, and now his would-be assassin has been murdered. Knight never sought to kill the president in the first place. The truth is not always as important as it might seem, Mr. Edgeworth. In the eyes of both society and the law. How can you even say that? You don't have to believe me. However, as a prosecutor, Mr. Edgeworth is obliged to accept that this is the reality of the world he operates in. Being a prosecutor is about more than proving people guilty. That's what I believe. We are all free to believe as we choose. The law is not to be toyed with for our own personal goals. If you refuse to accept this, then you must prepare to suffer the consequences. What does that even mean? Wait, you're not gonna take his. I'm afraid I must be going now. Farewell, Mr. Edgeworth. Judge Gabel is right. There must be only one set of laws for everyone. But if following the law means sacrificing the truth, can I really do that in good conscience? Hey, he's out. Simeon, you're out! Hi, Regina. Is everything alright? They did let you out, right? Yeah. I'm so confused about what's going on. Some guy just came and said I was free to go, and that I had Mr. Edgeworth to thank. You sure I do. Mr. Edgeworth found out who the real killer is. Wow, really? You did that for me, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not gonna give a response to that. No, stop saying at me like that! I'm innocent. I swear, don't pull the rug out from under me now. Stop it, silly. It's true. He saved you. So say thanks already. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Thank you. And a great big Regina Berry thank you for me, too. It's the same talking directly to me. Small victories, I suppose. Can I just ask one question, Mr. Attorney? Sure. I'm not actually an attorney, though. I thought Bronco was my friend. Oh, my best friend. I trusted him, but now... But now? Well, it's just, I never knew. I never would have believed that he could hate somebody enough to want to kill them. If he kept something like that for me, then he never really trusted me, did he? That's not true, Simeon. Of course he trusted you. No, he didn't. If he just told me, I could have stopped him. I could have told him that hate never helps. That he had to let go of all that stuff. Mr. Saint, I think you're forgetting something. I should show him the thing that proves Knight trusted him. For the chest set, because of course, he's the one who brought it in. It's the chest that I brought for him? Knight had hidden a chisel inside. I imagine he meant to use it to escape. What? He was using me? No, he believed in you. He knew he could count on you to bring it, and that you would never be so untrusting as to look inside. I imagine that by not telling you, he was hoping he could keep you from getting caught up in his mess. Oh, Bronco, why didn't you tell me? At least you understand now, right, Simeon? Sure he does. He may not show it, but Simeon's no dummy. A good night's sleep, and he'll be completely over this whole thing by tomorrow. That's not as complimentary as you think it is. I'll try. I have to. But Bronco, I have to show him I can become the best animal trainer out there. That's the spirit. Wee. Ratatouille. Oh, I almost forgot. So, we're doing a new show soon. I'd love it if you could come, Mr. Edgeworth. Hey, let's Galactica. I'll be joining Regina on stage for this one. That's right, the Very Big Circus is the biggest, most fabulous event in town. You'll have oodles of fun. Sounds great, doesn't it, Mr. Edgeworth? Come on, we have to go. Oh, well, I'll think about it. Alright, Simeon, we've got some training to do. I think it's time you and Regent got acquainted. What? Regent the tiger? No way I can't. No. Oh, you'll be fine, silly. You'll never meet a nicer kitty cat. I can't. And he runs away. Please, Regina, anything about that, please. Oh wait, no, was it more accurate to say she was dragging him away? Another satisfied customer. Oh, that was really something, Smiles. Talk about pulling it out of the bag. I couldn't have done it without you, Fender. Without your timely intervention, she would have gone her way. Besides, I have you to thank for even being able to investigate the case in the first place. Oh, stop it. Pat me on the back any harder, you're gonna make me blush. To topple over. I suppose it would be asking too much for you to take this seriously. Seriously? Well, my friends, I'm always serious. Anyway, how does it feel to save an innocent client? That's what it means to be an attorney, after all. Be an attorney. Gotta say, I had a blast. Reminded me of the good old days. Like Gregory was standing right there beside me. It's been like a zillion years since I felt this warm and fuzzy on the job. Like, that's good? Bittersweet? No, I'm not sure. Say, Miles, you ever thought about going into the defense game full time? Excuse me? You know, pick up where Gregory left off. Get out there and actually help people. Hey, pal, don't get your big ideas. Mr. Edgeworth about to switch sides. Why not? Come over to light side's all the rage. Everybody's doing it these days. Come on, Mr. Fender, you know it's not about that. Chill, team, chill. Don't get it twisted. I was just asking a perfectly innocent question. No, you weren't. The heck you were. Looks like we got a mean defense team there yourself, Miles. Fender, I am a prosecutor. Yep, and I'm an attorney. You could be one too. I'm serious. Well, that's in my piece. Change your mind, you know who to call. I'll be waiting. Later, folks. I'm out. Follow in my father's footsteps. Could I really do such a thing? I'm going to become a defense attorney. Oh, that's young Edgeworth. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my dad. Hey, he has sprites now! An attorney, like my father. Me. Well, we'll figure that out next time. Anyways, Captain Turnabout complete. I guess we'll... Hang on. So next case is... So, oops. The next case is Turnabout Legacy. So, given by the name of the game. I know it's going to be taking place in the past as well. So I already know that we're going to get segments as Gregory. Hang on. I want to check out all the new stuff now, though. So, 2 new ones, of course. Captain Turnabout Trophy, and the trophy for pressing every single one used the statements and forcing him to correct them all. Okay, so watching out for this one. Like father, like son. For examining the teapots, both Miles and Gregory in episode 3. Alright. Photo album. We got new stuff. That's him dead. That's also him dead. That's the bad guy. That's her interrogating the bad guy. Bad guy being threatening. Oh my god, a body! Body. Chess. Chess. Circus. 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 Huh. Yeah. Another compendium. I got some new characters. Get Canis. Only 2. Wow, he really doesn't have anything at all. 11 twin sprites. Nice. Dog only has... Yeah, that makes sense. Saint has 10 sprites. Some of the monkeys climbing up. Oh no! Just the monkey. The monkey's face in this one always gets me. Whoa. Oh, there he goes. He's falling over. Ratatouille moment. Oh, that's right. The investigation sprites. I figured there was more. This guy has 11. That's him just sitting with some teddy bear by the side. Oh wow, he has 20. Well, you know what? It's probably because like you have all the sprites that has the teddy bear, and then probably some of the same sprites without the teddy bear, unless probably I don't know. Oh, that's his breakdown right there. And of course you have Lagarde's own sprites. And now for the breakdown. Of course he has 7 investigation sprites. Oh boy. So many animals. That was such a blast. The first suspect from the first case to this entire series right there. And Regina has 9 of the overhead sprites. Missile! Yeah! Teddy. Oh, that's cute. Regent, cat, rabbit, pony, mini pig, monkey. The guards have 22 sprites because, you know, there are a lot of scenes they're gonna be walking around and stuff. Oh! What is that guy? What? I'm probably gonna be seeing that at some point. Random prisoner. He's just standing there, menacingly. Anyways. Did I miss something in the computations? Nah, I got everything. Okay. I'll believe it. Yep. Let's get started. Turnabout Legacy. Episode 3. What shall we make today, kids?
Samson.
And duties make both.
Macarons, waffles with cream, chiffon cakes that are light as a dream. Laugh and sing, smile, it's true, all that sweetness waiting for you. Look there, what, where, over there? I gotta try to keep, I'm not, oh. That's nice. Oh, zooming out. Oh, well, there you go. Wow, talk about a blast from the past. Lost contact for a moment there. Looks like we're running again, though. So that's good. Alright. So we should be fine now. April 2nd, 10:05 a.m. Zodiac Hall Fountain Room. Well, Fender, you're finally going to tell me what we're doing here. Why have you brought me to an art gallery of all places? Hey, you had nothing going on. Seemed like the perfect chance to come and enjoy the magic of star science stuff together. I'm leaving. Chill, big guy. I'm just joking. You know about the IS-7 incident, yeah? The old man's last case? Of course. One Comer took great pleasure in showing me the files as soon as I became a prosecutor. And I reviewed them again last night after your invite, see? I was also present at the trial all those years ago, although my memories of it are somewhat hazy. As a child, I was completely in awe of my father. The sight of him in court was inspirational. Gregory Edgeworth, attorney at law, and opposite him, the man who would become my mentor, Manfred von Karma. It was quite a case. However, it ended with the conviction of the accused. Ah, so you were there too. You were in the courtroom for Gregory's final outing. Well, that'll make explaining things easier. I wanted you to know something, see? That something being what really went... Why is my bit rate low? Port network connection. Well, my network connection's as good as it's gonna get, so... It is what it is. Anyways. That's something mean what will it down. Not the truth in those files, but the capital T truth. It was 18 years ago, smack dab in the middle of a real doozy of a winter. The buildings were covered in a blanket of snow. It looked... Does it even say I'm live? What's going on here? It's weird. I'm not seeing anything. Whatever. Think something went wrong with my hang on. I'm having some technical difficulties there. Completely messed up everything. That's a bit annoying. But I'm back now, so hopefully I didn't lose anything. It looks like it all turned out fine. Oh well, okay. I don't know what happened there, but we're back now, so... Weird. But things once are innocent behind those frozen doors. In fact, some pretty sordid stuff went down. This is back before yours truly was the fine figure of an attorney you see before you today. I was just a wee lad at that time, but going back 18 years, so you better watch out. December 24th, 5 p.m. Oh my gosh, it's almost Christmas! It's almost Christmas. Hey, Mr. E, this one really came out of the blue, huh? It did. We were called in before the ink on the arrest papers was even dry. My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I'm a defense attorney. His voice is not much different from Miles, but you know what? I'm fine with it. I'm here visiting a client of my assistant, Eddie Fender. A murder on Christmas Eve? What's the world coming to? It was almost Christmas, for crying out loud. Oh, yeah, okay. I have to. I'm not gonna sing all. I'm not singing this. In the dark of night, at the end of the day, I saw two tiny sabers that come on my way. Welcome, my friends, to the visitors' room. And we're not friends yet. I'm sure we will be soon. Whoa, talk about it. That's what it was for. The jazz hand spray. I saw that in like the files. I was like, I wonder where that's gonna come up soon. There it is. I was not expecting that. Neither was I. Sorry if I surprised you. Just so happy to see you both. Thanks so much for coming. Seriously, I can't thank you enough. You're the accused, I take it. I am. Gregory Edgeworth, attorney at law, at your service. I look forward to representing you. This is my assistant, Eddie Fender. Pleased to meet you, sir. I'll do everything I can to help. Come now, Edward. Calm down, please. You'll have to forgive him. He's still new to this. He's been helping me out part-time, but he's far from a fully fledged loyal material yet. Nonetheless, I'm hoping we'll be of some assistance in investigating the particulars of this case. Gregory and Eddie, it's an honor to meet you both. My job as a defense attorney is to save my clients from wrongful convictions. So the first thing to do is establish whether or not he is truly innocent. Perhaps we could begin by having you tell us a little about yourself. What am I thinking? I haven't even told you my name. I'm Samson Tangaroa. What? Is it really you? Samson Tangaroa, the world's greatest confectioner? You flatter me, my young friend. Call me Samson. All my pals do. Wow! Thanks, Samson. I will. Can't believe I'm meeting you in person. Seems Eddie knows something of our client. Mr. E, it's the Samson Tangaroa, the singing, dancing confectionery making sensation. Here, I'll give an explanation with convenient screens. Oh, well, I guess something like that works too. What should we make today, kids? Macarons or waffles with cream. Chiffon cakes, well, light as I dream. And sing, smile, it's true. All of that sweetness waiting for you. The text box went up above. Gregory's just standing here like, what am I witnessing right now? I almost started dancing along. No way, I got to sing with Samson Tangaroa. This is a dream come true. Thanks, little pal. It means a lot to hear you say that. My apologies, but I think we need to discuss the matter at hand. Of course, I'm sure you're both very busy. Alright, where would you like me to start? Samson Tangaroa. So you're not just a confectioner, but also a singer and a dancer. I'm sure I am. When I'm having fun, my body just starts moving. I must really enjoy making desserts. Wouldn't be much of a confectioner if I didn't. I live to make sweets that will bring joy to others. Hey, they're not just things, they're works of art. Sparkling, dazzling, mouth-watering creations, the stuff that dreams are made of. So he aims to create joyous and inspirational pieces, does he? About the incident. I understand the incident in question happened at your mansion. It did. We were holding an international confectionery contest there when a body was found inside one of my creations. Inside one of your... No way! The detective in charge placed me under arrest because of it. Now here I am. But I could never take a life. Never. I'm sure the police will see that too in time. They'll realize a mistake. I sure hope so. What can you tell us about the victim? His name is Artie Frost. Artie Frost. Artie Frost. I'm trying to figure out the pun name there. Mr. Frost was a wonderful confectioner. His creations were things of real beauty. I just don't understand. Why did he have to die? I'm sorry. He seems generally upset over the victim's death. I think I have a pretty good measure of the man now. Mr. Tangaroa, there's just one last thing I need to confirm with you. You didn't kill Mr. Frost, correct? Correct. I swear to you I didn't do it. Like I told you, I can never take a life. Never. He seems quite sincere. Alright, so I'm going to take you at your word. Thank you for being so forthright with me. Likewise, it's good to talk to somebody other than those detectives. We'll head to the scene of the crime and see what we can learn. We'll be in touch when we have something more to tell you. Goodbye, Gregory. Goodbye, Eddie. I'm counting on you both. And we're off. December 24th, 6 p.m. Contest venue, Fountain Room. It's pretty cold out there, huh, Mr. E? I never saw so much snow. Yes, doesn't seem like it'll be letting up anytime soon. Just look at this place. What a sweet house Sam's got. It's huge. Yes, big enough to hold an international confectionery contest, no less. Welcome, everyone. Come on in, we'll have some fun. Oh no! Are you right? Whipped Edgeworth from the face with the... I'm sorry. Would you happen to be Mr. Gregory Edgeworth by any chance? I would. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Eddie Vedder, Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender, welcome to our humble abode. Duty bound. Duty bound. It is an honor to meet you both. I'm the housekeeper here, Mr. Tangaroa's assistant. You're no housekeeper, you're duty bound, the duty bound. You know a little something of my work? A little. I watch TV every chance I get. I'm Big and Bob's biggest fan. It's very kind of you to say so. We be nothing about our fans. And what might Bacon Bob be? It's only the biggest show on TV. Every kid on the planet loves it. Like a certain other show 15 years from now that'll be very popular. The dynamic duo of Samson and Judy make delicious sweet stuff, all while singing and dancing. Like this, check it out. Alright. That was a wonderful performance, Mr. Fendo. Bravo! Having way too many difficulties with the stream's connection today. Not fun. Not fun at all. If this keeps up, I might have to end it. I'm not sure what's going on with my internet, but it's something. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm the world's worst hostess. Here, nothing relaxes the body and mind quite like a cup of tea. Clink, clatter, clatter. Yep. 1 tea later. Ah, this is Ceylon, correct? It's delicious. The citrus aroma is said to improve one's ability to concentrate, as I recall. Interesting. What does this Ceylon tea taste like? Awar, the sauce is cold. Yes, this so that the tea cools down more quickly. I'm afraid some of our guests don't like it too hot. I see. These teacups are very unique too. The design is really something. You think so? Thank you so much. I ordered them all the way from France. They're my absolute favorite. They were designed by a marvelous sculptor named Paul Halick. Have you heard of him? He makes the most amazing tableware in the world. You're clearly a big fan of his work. Oh, I am. These teacups are my greatest treasure. She's certainly not afraid to show when she's passionate about something. If you don't mind, Miss Bound, I'd like to move on to the reason why we're here. Can you tell us everything you know about the unfortunate incident that occurred earlier? Of course, I'm sorry for getting so distracted. I guess I'm still in shock. Because I'm the one who found the body, you see. You discovered the victim. Is it true that the body was recovered from inside one of Mr. Tangero's creations? It is. We were in the middle of the contest's final judgment phase when I heard the sound of something big collapsing coming from Samson's room. Samson, are you in there? Ah! I opened the door and went inside, and there was Mr. Frost's body. Thank you. Though I'm sorry to make you relive such a traumatic experience. Think nothing of it, please. I only wish I had more to tell you. Now, if you don't mind, Miss Bound, I'd like to begin our investigation of the crime scene. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender, you have to save Samson. He's no murderer. He can never do something like that. Of course. Leave it to us, Miss Bound. Thank you so much. I'll go and serve the others their tea, then. Come, Eddie, to the scene of the crime. Yes, sir, Mr. E. Oh, would you look who it is? It's none other than Detective Bad. He's here, too. No way! Everything in this room is made of chocolate! I can't believe I'm getting to see so many of Samson's creations up close and personal. I might be more excited myself if the room wasn't a murder scene. Just hearing you say that sends a shiver down my spine. That might just be the temperature in here. It's rather cold. Yeah, now that you mention it, it is pretty chill. Ah, achoo! Oh. Depends on the scene already. That was fast. Greetings. A pleasure to meet you. Gregory Edgeworth. I'm representing Mr. Tangeroa. This is my assistant, Eddie Fender. Nice to meet you. Bad. Detective Tyrell Bad. The detective in charge is named Bad. A man of few words. Good to know. I'm gonna... Something about this just doesn't taste right. Swallows it. Eddie. You eating your notepaper? He likes to chew over his thoughts rather literally, I'm afraid. It helps him to digest and remember them. It's a little quirk of his. Please try to ignore it. Although I'd be the first to admit that's easier said than done. With introductions out of the way, Detective Bad, would you mind if we joined you in investigating the scene? Sorry, not gonna happen. What? How come? Mr. Edgeworth's Mr. Tangero's attorney. Yeah, and attorneys will do anything to get him off the hook. Even put words in their clients' mouths. Didn't the guy need that on my crime scene? I would never do something like that. I don't trust attorneys. Okay, kid. Detective, you established my client's supposed guilt based on an investigation of the crime scene, correct? That's usually how it works, yeah. What of it? Didn't extend me the same courtesy. I believe he is innocent and would like the chance to prove it. You believe he's innocent, and you didn't even see the scene yet. That's some flimsy lawyering. That's exactly why I wish to see the scene for myself. I need to ensure that my belief is based on solid evidence and sound reasoning. You're about to tell me you're not leaving until I let you look over the scene? I am. Fine. Knock yourself out. Oh, thank you, detective. But I'm coming around with you. Like I said, I don't trust attorneys. If you're good with that, go ahead and get to it. That was a lollipop this whole time? I must admit, I didn't see that coming either. We better get started then. I'll need you to take notes, Eddie. On it, Mr. E. And don't worry, I'll write one to eat and write one for you to look over later. Begin investigation. Oh, so Bad is my partner here. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's actually really cool. I guess I'll start talking to the forensics. What are you investigating, officer? Sir, I was just taking the temperature of the water here. What have you learned? Oh, it's warm, sir. The stream in each room flows to the main fountain, and then the water is circulated back to the rooms. Unusual to say the least. Never seen a house quite like this one. Witch folks, they're all crazy. How's it looking over here, officer? Something of interest in that cupboard, or... Yes, sir! So there is. Oh, no, there isn't. Just a blowtorch used for cooking and some tableware, sir. You heard the man, Mr. Attorney. Nothing to add, am I right? No. So, you do have something to add? Oh, no. Can't get a straight answer out of anybody. Perhaps you should ask a straight question. This is a fine selection of nautical paraphernalia. You think one of them could be the murder weapon? No, they're all made out of chocolate. You'd have a hard time bludgeoning somebody to death with one of them. Can't tell what's real in here. They really do look genuine. I can hardly tell the difference myself. True test of Mr. Tangaroa's skills. I'm gonna try with you later. Something very tasteful tableware here, along with some kitchen utensils. This tea set is of the same design as the one Miss Bound served us with earlier. You think Samson could have been drinking tea out of that? The pot and cup with dust of our prints. These were the only ones they found. And was that the case for the utensils too? Everything else had been washed, so there weren't any prints to find. Mr. Tangaroa was wearing gloves while he was working, on his confectionaries. That could explain why prints were only found on the teapot and cup. Mr. Tangaroa's teapot adds to the record. The crime scene. So this is where the body was discovered. Yeah. They took it away already, but everything else is just how we found it. Because the body was inside the treasure chest. Yeah. Woman by the name of Bound found it. Oh. Samson, are you in here? No. Seems you heard something breaking and came in to see what it was. If only we had just a little more information. Oh, there's something else in here. Oh, it looks like a seal of some kind, with somebody's initials in an intricate shape carved into it. It's for making those fancy whack things on documents. Do you think it belonged to the victim? Oh. Wait. Oh, that was Fender. No idea, but it's gonna get logged anyway, so I'll take that. Seal adds to the record. It's really rather impressive, making an entire ship out of chocolate. That's Samson Tangaroa for you. You don't you just want to take a big bite out of it? Bite first, though. That's the real head scratcher, you know? Bite any part of it, getting you'll be off this crime scene so fast your head will spin. I will literally pick, if you even think about it, I will literally pick you up and throw you out those doors. It was just a joke. Stop staring at me like that. I do sometimes wish Eddie could keep his cool a little better. Anything else? Right here. One stance of the ship is broken. The ship must have collapsed into the treasure chest and smashed it open. Wait, do you think could that be how the victim died? Was he crushed by the ship? If he was, this becomes an accidental death and not a murder. It is serious? Don't worry, detective. For the moment, we are simply discussing a possibility. I was being serious, though. Detective, can you tell us a little more about the state of the victim's body? Let me see. Got a picture here someplace. You can see it for yourself. That was from blunt force trauma. What about the weapon? Has it been found yet? You can ask the prosecutor in charge about that. The detective is not one for sharing much, I see. Would you mind if we borrowed this? No skin off my nose. It's not like it's official. Found took her in an instant camera when she found the body. An instant camera? It's like it's disposable or something? No, it means that it develops the pictures right there and then when you take them. No way. Sounds pretty convenient. Now then, I better get my facts straight and take down some notes of my own. Huh. Something in this picture that contradicts the current crime scene. I'll need to call my powers of deduction to figure out why. Ramsey notes adds to the correct. Oh, it's the court record again! I didn't even realize that. Welcome back, court record, even though you're still a court organizer. Must scour the scene and expect anything that catches my attention. So I'm guessing I do that. Because like, where the heck is, because, you know, the blood should still be around. Where is that? Eureka! He has his own Eureka. You said the only thing that had been removed from the scene was the body. Yeah, then the piece of cloth it was wrapped in. But something here doesn't quite add up. It doesn't. Take another look at the scene in front of us, detective. A very conspicuous pool of blood that should be here is clearly missing. Huh. You're right. Don't remember any mentioning they removed the blood along with the body. Let me check with forensics. What is it, Mr. E? What'd you figure out? Compare the treasure chest and the photograph to the real thing. In the picture, the solid chocolate bottom continues underneath the deceased's head. And yet, that part of the chest is now gone. The part with blood all over it. Exactly. So did the police remove it? Or perhaps the killer? It wasn't forensics. They're saying nobody took anything like that away. Interesting. So somebody deliberately removed the blood from the scene. Could be. Oh boy. The case thickens. Okay, so I don't think there's anything else I need to do there. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy now. I don't know what voice I'm gonna give him. We'll figure that out. And you are? Sorry, meditating. Did you want something, detective? Oh, no, I'm an attorney, not a detective. Gregory Edgeworth, a pleasure to meet you. I'm his assistant, Eddie Fender. I see. Name's Carmelo Gusto. Carmelo Gusto. I can't figure out these pun names. If there's any puns, I don't know. I'm a confectioner, here for the contest. You are? What's your speciality, Mr. Gusto? Hey, this is Seahorse. The art of air and sugar. No way! Look at that! It's like a little baby seahorse. There's a dragon, a noble soaring creature of the sky. That's not a dragon. That's not what I thought it'd be a dragon. That's a dragon? does look more aquatic than airborne. I need to sugarcoat it. My design sense is weak. I know that better than anybody. That's why I'm heading to Shangfa. When this is all over, I need to train hard. Perhaps we should get off the subject of design sense for now. Back to Shangfa, huh? So what are you doing in here, Mr. Gusto? I didn't think they were allowing civilians on the scene yet. The detective wanted to know more about one of the pieces in here. Makes sense, seeing as he is a contestant. Perhaps I should ask him a few questions of my own. Camillo Gusto. Those some interesting implements you see, Mr. Gusto. You use, Mr. Gusto. Woo! A chicken! Sugar melon pops. They put air into the sugar. That's so cool! It's like watching a sword master do his thing. I'm no master. Not a day goes by that I don't hurt myself in one way or another. That's why I wear red. That way it doesn't matter when I make a mess. The way of the confectioner is a lonely one. You'll never stop learning, not until you die. The way of the confectioner sounds like a long one too, if he's still injuring himself on a daily basis. Confectionery contest. What can you tell us about the contest? Based on what we've seen so far, flavor doesn't seem to be the only criteria at play. The contest was Tegaroa's idea. It's about art. Confectionery as art. Confectionery as art. Art you can eat. Every part of it. Every single item in this room is edible. The whole place does kind of smell like chocolate. Tangro is a genius. A once-in-a-generation talent. Flavor and flair. He has it all. And you can't outdo the god of confections himself. You can't win. God of I think that's going a bit too far there. I don't know, man. Beating out the greatest in the world seems kind of hard, yeah? As it should be. Whoever beats him becomes the greatest in turn. That's the real prize here. Nothing else matters. So you're competing for a title, effectively. And a treasure. The ultimate cookbook. Tengro's most prized possession. If you want to know more, it's all written down here. It's a list of rules I was giving out to the contestants. I'm gonna take a look at that later. Thank you for that. About the incident. Sorry, I don't know much about what happened. I only heard about it after the judging was over. How was the judging organized? It started at 3 p.m. Tengro began making the rounds right around then. He left his own room, then worked his way around the venue clockwise. Wee. My creations were the first to be judged. After that, we went to Scone's room. She is another one of the contestants. What can you tell us about her? Ruthless, brutal. There's nothing she wouldn't do to win. She was working with cream, some kind of dreamscape. Then, last of all, Frost's room. This thing was flavored ice. Sculptures this time, or so I heard. Found the body while Tangro was still making the rounds. He panicked, ran to call the cops. Tangro went round on judging, claims he didn't know a thing about it until afterward. Went ahead and looked over the victim's work, even though the guy was nowhere to be seen. Pretty suspicious behavior in anyone's book. I don't have enough information to challenge him on that yet. By the way, Detective Bad, what were you and Mr. Gusto talking about earlier? I was going to ask about the piece on the wall here, the one in the frame. Seems like something was off. Thought I'd better ask somebody who knows about this stuff. But then you bozos showed up and pulled me away from my very important work. Perhaps we can take a closer look at it together. Can't take a hint, can you? Mr. Gusto, would you mind helping us out? Well, of course, confectionery is my life. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you. That's very kind of you. So I'm already seeing the obvious here. We got a missing leaf. Who knew he could make a picture of this pretty out of chocolate? Samsy really is God among men. It's really made of chocolate, though. Looks far too much like a regular illustration to me. You have a good eye, I'm impressed. That's no piece of candy. That's the ultimate cookbook. The ultimate cookbook. In other words, the grand prize. What? So it's not made of chocolate after all? No, the book is simply enframed in some. Tangro showed it to us all when he gathered us here to explain the rules. So participants knew that the grand prize was in this room the whole time. Anyway, you see it too, right? Anyways, you see it too, right? The frame. Something's missing. It's not just something's missing. There's like a handprint there. Oh, the other two Detective Bab was going to ask Mr. Gusto about earlier. Yes. You're right, Detective. Something is missing from this frame. So it's not just me. What's missing? I better show Eddie which part of the frame is missing some chocolate. Thank you for conveniently showing it right there. Look at the decorative work here in the corner. Something's missing, no? Oh yeah, it's different from the other side. That's not like Tangaroa. The balance is all wrong. But that's not all. Take a look around. Every confection in this room is missing some small bit. You're right. The candle holder, the nautical stuff, they're all like that. Did somebody deliberately damage them? That's a very good question. Or did Tinkerer just wanted to look like somebody messed with his work? He never did his own creations. Never! Let's have some deeper meaning for the case. I must scout the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. I'll start with the diary. A diary of despair. It's a journal belonging to the captain of the chocolate ship, also made of chocolate. Diary of despair. It's the title. Come hearken, see how crossed the sea and rode the red tide to misery. No, that's true. Yeah, there's always that one character. Quite a jaunty rhyme for such a tragic sounding tale. Candelabra, made of chocolate. There's a title here, The Light of Life. Well, this particular light seems to be missing one of its life-giving flames. Does it have some sort of symbolic meaning? Or could it be... Looks like a fire alarm. Yeah, and before you start brightening it, it's not made of chocolate. Well, I mean, given that everything else in this room is made of chocolate, you never know. Push it, and bells will start ringing. People will come running from the security room. A whole bunch of hassle, so don't. I know you want to, guy with the top hat, guy with the other hat over there and the notebook, but don't. Honestly, the thought hadn't even crossed my mind. Typical attorney. What does being an attorney have to do with anything? Anything else? Book. The picture's not made of chocolate. It's the cover of the book. The ultimate cookbook. The ultimate cookbook. In other words, the grand prize. Yes, and framed in chocolate. Tangaroa showed it to us all when he gathered here to explain that. We already knew that. Yep, those are the same lines as before. There we go. This is what I noticed earlier too. These finger marks. Yeah, but we don't know whose yet. Still haven't figured it out. No fingerprints. No idea. Finger marks without prints. They could certainly be important to the case. Court record. All right. It's a real head scratch, all right. Really? Guess whoever it was wore gloves. Now, where's your sense of romance, of adventure? There doesn't tend to be much of either at a crime scene, Eddie. Achoo! Oh, you're right, Eddie. Yeah, but sure it's chilly in here. Yes, wasn't exactly warm out in the fountain room either. See, this is why you need to wear an overcoat like I do. Then you wouldn't be so cold. But it's even colder in here. Would you like to borrow my jacket? No, but I'm fine. And besides, you said you'd give it to me when I finally get my attorney's badge. I did, didn't I? Why do they have the heat down so low? Chocolate needs to be kept at the right temperature. Take a look behind that panel on the wall. What panel? Look at that! Oh, it was here the whole time. There's one in each of the contest rooms. Tangaroa hid them so they wouldn't spoil the aesthetic of what works. And what do the controls do? They adjust the temperature and the lighting. It goes all the way down to negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit, cold enough to keep any confectionery from melting. So in effect, each room is a giant freezer. It's 59 degrees in here. No wonder I'm cold. Hey, take the bad. You mind if you turn it up a little? Sacrilege. Preservation of the crime scene is the foundation of detective work. But I'm not a detective. I don't have any kind of rules. The same goes for attorneys, Eddie. You must never disturb the scene of a crime. I'm not an attorney either. Not yet, anyway. Get used to the cold. It's all part of your training. Chocolate needs to be kept between 59 and 65 degrees. There's no way around it. You know the temperatures by heart, huh? Guess it is your job. At the very least, I should know. Any real confectioner should be able to tell you without any more. All right. What about the lollipops and cream? If it's not too hot or too humid, the lollipops should be fine just about anywhere. Cream needs to be kept around 50 degrees. You need to watch out for humidity, huh? Duly noted. You think the bat kind of brightened up when he was talking about lollipops, didn't he? I suppose he must be very fond of them. I don't believe there's any more. I don't believe there's any more to be found here. So I think we got to that point now where it's time to piece together what we have. That's not the right button. What do we have? We got 4 things. Broken stand. Sound of something break. Yeah, probably those. The stand broke, and the ship collapsed with it. And the loud sound it made brought Miss Bound running. Yeah, said the ship had already keeled over by the time she got in here. But why did the stand collapse? What caused it to break? Maybe the whole thing was off balance from the get-go. Could that really have been the case? I wouldn't think so, because, yeah, damaged creations, why did it break? The ship probably suffered the same fate. Yeah. All Mr. Tangaroa's creations are missing a little piece each, including one of the stands that was holding up the ship. Somebody really went all out. Do you think it could have been the killer? There's certainly a possibility. Either way, I think we can safely say the stand was damaged in our mystery person's tampering scene. And when it broke, the ship fell and smashed open the treasure chest, which would have remained closed otherwise. That's it. I think we're about done here for now. Perhaps notes updated in the score record. If it wasn't convinced before, I am now. Tangaroa did it. No 2 ways about it. What do you mean? All the rooms in this place lock from the inside. The only way to unlock them from the outside is with this key. I see. And who had access to that key? How do you think? Tangaroa. And it's the only one. There aren't any copies. Well then, how did Judy manage to get in here then, if that's the case? Who knows? With the magic key, Tangaroa could slip into anybody else's room anytime he liked. And he could even lock his own room from the outside if he wanted. But Mr. Tangaroa's room wasn't locked, was it? Nope, which is exactly what makes him a suspect. Would you care to explain your thinking? Alright, here we go. If the door had been locked when the body was found, Tangaroa would have been the obvious suspect. Which is why he deliberately didn't lock his room. And why he smashed in the lid of the treasure chest, so the body was on full display. Everyone was supposed to get in this room when the judging finished up. So he made it look like the murder happened, but he wasn't there. The one thing he didn't plan on was finding the body. Anyway, that's my thinking on this whole thing. Good enough for you, Mr. Attorney. Do you also believe it was Mr. Tangaroa who damaged the other pieces in this room? Yep. I know you have to believe your client. That's your job. I'm a detective, and I serve the law. And no matter how squeaky clean somebody might seem, a suspect is still a suspect. I fully understand your reasoning, detective. Now, would you mind if I applied a little critical thinking of my own? Yeah, do your worst. Just as the detective won't compromise his devotion to the law, I won't compromise my beliefs either. And I'm not about to just accept his version of events. In fact, I'm going to show him the piece of evidence that highlights the contradiction in his claims. Okay, so no, I'm not pressing anything then. Thing is though, if he did that, and Judy went into his room because she heard that noise, or well, actually, hang on, Okay, judgment can be compromised, all contestants gather Miss Tangaroa's room when judging ends. Non-confectionery items may not be used as decorations. Stands and display materials will be provided. Contestants may not enter the contestants' room until judging has been complete. Huh. I'm already having to start Mori at a bit of a loss. I'm guessing it's either this statement I need to present something to, or the last statement. You know what? Screw it, I'm just gonna press both of them. You're saying Mr. Tanjiro himself deliberately smashed the treasure chest open. Yep. If he hadn't, the body would have never been found. I struggle to see how he managed to destroy his creation while judging the contents at the same time. Exactly. And besides, there's no way he would have disrespected his sweets. He eats every last crumb of bacon bob while dancing. It's the only way this stuff gets destroyed. This isn't about what happens on TV, kid. You know about bacon bob, detective? Am I the only one who isn't familiar with this show? Wow, I never would have guessed it. Can you sing the theme song too? Hold it. Never mind that now. Focus. So the answer is yes then. The point is this. Tanjiro was responsible for breaking that lid. I'm trying to figure this out, actually. I really can't. Let me check that key again. Nope, guess not.
Objection!
Nope, that was worth a shot though. Oh well. I have no idea. The move's so sickly it's going to make you want to hurl. Perhaps you should think about giving up the lollipops. If we're gonna do this, somebody give me something I can work with, huh? Hey. Well, the judging finished up. That part's true. That part is true because of contest rules. I know, I really am drawing a blank here.
Hold it!
Do you have a clear idea of when exactly the murder took place? Not yet. Autopsy report is still pending. And yet you still went ahead and arrested Mr. Tanjiro. Well, we may not know when the murder happened, but we know when the body was discovered. It was while Tangaroa was judging Gusto's room. Perfect alibi, he could set it up. Perfect alibi, if he could set it up just right.
Still not grounds for an arrest. Surely you have to agree with that.
Do I? Especially when I've got nothing more to say to you.
I don't get the feeling he's hiding something. Dr. Bad seems pretty convinced Tangaroa is the culprit.
There's no way he would have vandalized his own creations. No way. So the treasure chest did get smashed in. There's no denying that.
Perhaps we should focus more on what led to the body's discovery. Doing such make it easier to spot the flaw in it.
Oh, wait. Okay, so the crime scene notes I have to present. It was close to the ship class. Part of the treasure chest was covered in blood and missing. Every other item in the room was also missing piece of itself. Cause of death shouldn't be a blunt.
Objection.
Oh, okay. We've established that the body was hidden inside the chest, and that Miss Bounty only came running to this room when she heard a sound. It seems reasonable to infer that the sound was that of the chocolate boat collapsing.
Sure, seems likely, based on the evidence.
And yet you assert that it was Mr. Tangaroa who had smashed the lid of the chest. I believe this photo makes it clear that it was the ship that did the smashing.
Oh, that's the point we're trying to make. Okay.
And if that had occurred only moments before Miss Bounty entered the room, then it couldn't have been broken, Mr. Tangaroa, who was out judging the contents at that time.
Hold it. I never said he did it then and there. He could have done something to the stand so it collapsed when he was in the middle of judging.
Objection.
Have you any way of proving that assertion?
Nope, but the investigation isn't over yet. There's still time.
So he doesn't have anything conclusive. Have you found any prints in this room besides those of Mr. Tangaroa?
Yep, on the door. But we found Tangaroa's and Frost's prints on there too.
We're all brought in here for a briefing right before we started work on our creations. Those prints are probably from then. I take it you haven't checked any Mr. Tangaroa's works for prints yet.
Why would...
We know that somebody tampered with them. Therefore, it's possible they left some prints behind when they did so.
Fine, but if we don't find anything, your guy is still top of my list. Got it? You, check all the chocolate stuff for prints, now!
Yes, sir, right away!
Dust everything.
Detective Bad, we finished dusting the chocolate and we found prints that don't belong to Mr. Tangaroa, sir.
Go on. Whose?
Delicious scones, sir. She's one of the contestants.
Good work. You can go back to whatever you were investigating before.
Yes, sir. Wow, this water is very warm. So it seems we have a suspect besides Mr. Tangaroa.
Even about your lawyerly input, I wasn't about to wrap up the investigation anyway. I'll go speak with Miss Scone and see what she has to say for herself.
Delicious scone. Mr. Gusto mentioned her too. He said that she was ruthless, that she'd do anything to win.
This Scone lady sounds like a pretty suspicious character, huh, Mr. E?
Yes, I think we'd better try to speak with her ourselves as well. Mr. Bad, would you mind if we accompanied you?
Babysitting you is not my job. Now, come on! But I guess he did pick up a couple of useful clues already. So if you want to tag along, be my guest.
Thank you, Detective. You're too kind.
But take bad, sir! I don't think that's such a good idea. The lead prosecutor is still busy in there. It'll be fine. Me and him don't exactly see eye to eye anyhow. Who is this him? Did they assign the case to? Who's they assign the case to? Manfred von Karma. What? They gave it to von Karma? He hasn't lost a case in 25 years.
Manfred von Karma, a living legend over the prosecutor's office. We never faced one another in the courtroom, but I have heard plenty of stories. They say he'll do anything to ensure a guilty verdict. But I can't let that distract me. For now, I need only to continue with what I only need only continue to do what I believe is right. To be continued. Okay, on to the next part of the case then. Hey, new room. We got a guy checking the oven. And I'm guessing that's scone over in the corner there. Whoa, a candy castle! But look, they even some little elves to go with it. That's nice. Room's laid out, pretty much the same as Tangaroa's. It's not as cold though. That's something. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like there's temperature control panel in here too. Over there where that orange light is, right? We better take a closer look at it when we can. It's like a fairy tale storybook in here. And this whipped cream covered castle construction must be the work of Miss Delicious Scone. Where is Miss Scone? Me? Well, I'm just over here, dearie. Oh, just look at you lovely boys. Delicious Scone at your service. Some cheeky blighters back in Black and Blighty even call me Miss Delicious. Called the lovely boy of 34. Unexpected to say the least. Lovely boys? Really? Even Mr. E? Oh, yes, dear. You detective over there. You're all lovely boys to me. I'm nobody's lovely boy, lady. Name's Bad. I wonder just how old she is. Finish this up so we can get out of here, Mr. Attorney. I don't want to be here longer than I have to. Manfred's still here somewhere. I can feel it. I can feel his stare somewhere around something in there in this room. Oh no, that's him. Well, that was actually good. That was actually good. Look, time by and he was gonna. What is the meaning of this? Chit-chatting with the defense? What's with you having Miles' theme? Mr. Edgeworth, some scary guy just stepped out of the castle. Von Karma. What? He is Mammoth Von Karma? Sorry, Manigans. Notorious Prosecutor Von Karma himself. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Von Karma. Gregory Edgeworth, attorney at law. I couldn't care less what your name is. Your job is to lose to me and disappear, never to show your sniveling face again. What a thoroughly rude individual. Those piercing eyes, that furrowed brow. You're even scarier than they say. And you might want to keep such rude thoughts to yourself, Eddie. We were hoping you might permit us to carry out some brief inquiries, Mr. Von Karma. But why would I wish to extend to you any such courtesy? This clearly isn't going to be easy. So long as your inquiries are limited to this room, I suppose I'll allow it. But it doesn't change important. You, the tall fellow. Name's Bad. Is it so hard to remember? I didn't ask for your opinion. I thought the thoughts of another detective do not concern me. But I do admire your spirit. Bad, see to that these worms don't step out of line. Why do I have to? I'm not offering you a choice, detective. I need to go and look at Augusto's room. Good day. And he's gone. Great, more babysitting. Why don't Detective Bad and Mr. Von Karma investigating together? They don't seem to know each other well enough for there to be bad blood between them. Well, looks like we have permission to investigate. Guess we better get to it. Indeed. I'm not sure I trust Mr. Von Karma's motives, but at least we can do that much. Hold up. I haven't been over this room yet either. You're not messing it up before I get my chance. You'll have to wait till I'm done. Huh, but I thought you were the lead detective. How come you didn't take a look at this room yet? Because I wasn't the first one they assigned. One of Von Karma's pets was on the job before me. Right up until just now, in fact. I got here not long before you did. That answers my questions as to why they're working separately, I suppose. Let's see, we look over the room together, detective. Worked out well enough before. Then you won't have to worry about us messing things up. You can keep an eye on us as we go. What kind of screwball attorney has to have a detective breathing down his neck? Guess I'm stuck with you for a little while longer. Yes, you're amazing, Mr. E.
You have our thanks, Detective Matt. Don't be too grateful. This is my scene. The second you get in my way, you're out of here. I'll throw you right through those doors.
Of course, we understand. Now, shall we begin? Begin investigation. I'm gonna talk to her later. Start at the castle. It's an incredible piece of work. Hard to believe this whole castle is made out of sugar and cream.
I know, right? It's like we're inside a magical medieval story or something.
I didn't know you went into such fantastical things.
Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, I didn't mean to get so carried away there.
Oh, no need to apologize. I admire your enthusiasm. I sometimes wish my own son was as animated as you.
You have a son, Mr. E?
I do. He's still in elementary school, and yet he'd rather read a statue book than a fairy tale. I can't tell but worry that his interest will make it hard for him to make friends.
Don't say that. It sounds stupid interesting. A ton of friends, me included, I'm sure.
I'd like to think you'll be more of a big brother to him than a friend, Eddie.
A big brother, huh? Guess I have some growing up to do. Better take this more seriously.
Indeed. And with that in mind, shall we continue our investigation? Must scout the scene for anything that catches my attention. Start with this stuff. Doors of the castle have been left wide open.
Was the guy born in a barn? Could have at least closing behind him.
I'd like to see you say that to Mr. Von Karma's face, Eddie.
Wait, there's a bunch of stuff inside. Let's see. Hold it, kid. If anybody's gonna be handling evidence, it'll be me. Yeah, cream's going all runny.
It's all over the detective's shoes. Are all these items being stored inside a candy castle?
Alright, tell me what you want me to look at first. Two big rock crystals. Looks like somebody was using the castle for storage. Yeah, kinda expected something like this a little more exciting behind the doors. Oh, I know. Maybe they're giant uncut gemstones. Maybe this whole thing is based on a story about a castle with a princess treasure hidden inside.
I think I treat my priceless treasures with a little more care. But there's something in the bottom of them.
Looks like a little stand or something. That was right, they are gemstones. The stand must be so they can put on display.
Whatever they are, they seem to be not just a large set of paperweights. Huh? Oh, whoops.
There's a bunch of blue cloth back there. 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls all together.
Well, they certainly aren't made of candy.
No idea what this stuff is for. Almost looks like somebody hid it here. I think I've seen fabric of the same color somewhere else before.
That's it.
Don't turn around! Don't turn around! If you turn around, you'll eat it! You can't eat the castle! Don't eat the castle!
I guess he's watching his sugar intake. There's a blowtorch and some chemicals here. I guess it's all for cooking with. I wonder what these chemicals are. Let's take a look at the labels. Mango down 911, homicide 247.
Wait, they're all poisons? No, sir, the common colorings and flavorings used in candies and desserts. The first is concentrated mango, boiled down to its purest essence, hence mango down. Huh, the ass got trouble with a name like that.
Now I'm curious as to what homicide might be. Oh god. There's a small door on the wall here, just like Mr. Tigero's room.
Yeah, I'll open it. Temperature 68 degrees, light set to green. Didn't Gusto say cream needs to be kept at 50 degrees? Temperature is too high.
That is odd. I wonder why. It's a cute little elf made of candy, and it's sitting on a little tree stump. Oh, the ripped green decorations around it are beginning to lose their shape. But the elf seems completely fine. Strange. Time to logic.
The whipped cream in this room is collapsing because the temperature is too high. It's 68 degrees. My messed up shoes can vouch for that. And yet... When you open the doors to the castle, the handles themselves were just fine. Yeah, they were sturdier than expected. Sturdy? That's not the way I would describe most things made of confectionaries. I think we better take another look at those handles, don't you? What the? I think it's safe to say those handles aren't made of candy. It's not just the handles, the whole castle. The little elves. They're all just plastic models with whipped cream smeared on top. What? So none of this confectionery art after all? No, it's simply made to look like candy. The cream having been added to lend it all air of authenticity. Wait, what was the text of that? Scone's confections were all fakes. What was she up to? Let's talk to her right now and find out. What's the matter, Miss Scone? You seem a whole lot less cheerful than you were a minute ago. Is it Mr. Von Korma? Did something happen between you two? Well, yes, nothing happened at all. Yep, but you just said yes. That was a hello, yes. That was a hello, yes, you silly boy. Aren't you just the sweetest little sugar dumpling? Remind me, what was your name again? Oh, Eddie. Eddie Lumpkin. Oh, you go far, dear. I can tell. Eddie Lumpkin. It seems our English gentlewoman has taken a liking to you, Eddie. No small accomplishment. She's not exactly what I would picture when I think of a gentlewoman, Mr. E. Never mind that now. We should ask her a few questions when we can. Could you tell us about what you did over the course of the contest? Of course, dude. Let's see. The whole started about at 10 in the morning. That was when we set to work. And, I spent most of the morning time in my room getting everything ready, as you expect. And then there was a lovely afternoon tea for an hour or so. One, I think. Afternoon tea? This English tradition. A chance to drink tea, enjoy a snack, and make small talk. So, kind of like recess? I suppose you could say that. Oh, you really know your onions, don't you, Greggy Pegleg? Such a clever boy. When did I become Greggy? And where was this afternoon tea served? Out in the garden, of course. There's a lovely little one just outside. They do it at the same hour every hour during break time. There. They do it the same hour every break time during the contest. They had a nice little spread, you know. But today, only me, Samson, Sillypants, and Moody Judy were there for it. Sammy Poop had already finished big creation, so he was there the whole time. But old Shillywinks and Gusty Pants had to miss out because they hadn't finished it. Bless them. You're saying everybody except Mr. Frost and Mr. Gusto are present. That's right, dear. To tell you the truth, I hadn't finished it either. But I wasn't about to miss out on tea and cakes served by our two TV superstars. But when I went back to work when I finished, though, totaled off while the others were still nattering away. And at any point in the contest, did you visit any of the other competitors' rooms? What? No, dear, to be silly. That's strange, because your fingerprints were found in Mr. Tengaro's room. Nah, covered-handed. Wait, so you admit you were there? Oh, well, I can hardly deny it now, can I? But I didn't kill anybody, I swear. I suppose I better tell you what really happened. Just promise you believe me, please. What really happened? What were you doing in Mr. Tengaro's room? Well, I suppose you could call it research. Research? Semi-poop was a dab hand when it comes to the old sweet making. Everybody knows that. So when I noticed there was no one in there, I just popped in for a quick bit of research, like I say. What kind of research leaves fingerprints? Yes, that's the reason I leave fingerprints, doesn't it? After all, it's all research. We don't have a little nibble now, is it? What? You ate little pieces of them? So, traces of tampering Mr. Tengaro's room. Was that all you? I'm ever so sorry, sweeties. I didn't mean to make a mess. I had to take a little bite here and there, didn't I? I didn't want more sorry pooples getting upset, so it was just the teensiest bits and pieces. And the stand holding up the ship? You took a bite out of that too, I suppose. Oh, yes, dear, of course I did. It was you? You brought the whole thing crashing down? No, I'm sorry, my lovely, I am. Hold on. Is that why you left the afternoon too early?
You were adding on for a second helping of sweets? Look, just please believe me. I never kill anybody, I promise. Her actions were certainly suspicious. That's about all we can say for now. What if I can... See, I'm probably at that point when I need the logic again. The logic! Ah! Nope. Really thought I had something. What about this? Really? Ow. Oh my gosh, wait, it's a ladder! What's the matter? Something weird about the ladder? It's not a ladder, Detective Bad, it's a step ladder. Same difference. Far from it, actually. You know you observe their basic natures more closely. Amazing, Mr. E. I'll have to remember this for future research. These must be the various tools Miss Scone used to build our castle. Buckets filled with cream, dowels, and a brush. Is she a patisserie or a plasterer? Don't go making jokes at my expense, you cheeky young devil! I don't just slap stuff on my walls, you silly old plasterer. I have to spread the cream out lovely and smooth, and work it all through the rough patches. That's literally exactly what a plasterer does. The four adorable elves in the sweetest little castle made of sweets. So that's the theme behind Miss Scone's creations, huh? Unlucky for her, things aren't quite as sweet as around here as she's trying to make out. Because, like, I have 4 large pieces, so something has to connect at this point, right? I don't know, what about these? I didn't think so. Worth a shot. Huh. Ah, the thick sweet villages with cream in the air. It's like a fairy tale, but in real life. And yet, there he was, sitting in the middle of it all, with that evil look on his face. This whole experience is wasted on the scary old creep. Come now, Eddie, you can't call people names like that. It's rude. Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, I'll try to be more careful. It's just, he reminds me of this teacher I had once who was always super angry with me. A stern school teacher, huh? Now that he mentions it, Mr. Montgomery does have the look of one. But I shudder to think what it'd be like for miles to study under him. About that, buddy. Have I investigated everything in this room? Yep, I investigated everything, so I guess now it's gonna be just trying to figure out which pieces connect. What have I not tried yet? Really? I don't... Come on. What would it be? Like, these feel like they should connect. I mean, it feels like they should connect, right? I don't know. Did I really investigate everything I could? Let me check this again. Oh. Ah! I missed that. Huh. These pillows. They have hexagonal indentations. Looks like something's supposed to go in there. Well, whatever they were, they're long gone. Hexagonal indentations, huh? I wonder. Castle's covered in whipped cream, so maybe a giant strawberry? A giant strawberry with a hexagonal bottom? Look, I like strawberries, okay? Can't blame a guy for wishing. I prefer bananas myself.
Blueberries for me.
Well, now we got... Okay, well, you know what? These should actually... These should absolutely fit together. Is that the same hexagonal pattern?
The rock crystal stands in the pillars in front of the castle that feature the same hexagonal shape. I believe the crystals are meant to be placed on top of the pillars.
Oh yeah, hexagon to hexagon. Makes perfect sense.
But if that's the case, then why were they being hidden inside the castle? The rolls of blue cloth and the rock crystals inside the castle. I imagine both must belong to Miss Scone. Miss Scone, what were you using the items inside the castle for?
Huh? Oh, those? Sorry, Lambkin, but I'm not allowed to say. Let me guess. Von Karma? No, you know, please don't ask me to tell you. You'll have my guts for gutters.
It seems the prosecution really has no intention of sharing anything with the defense.
Man, thought we were onto something with those giant rock crystals, but...
What's that, dearie? You're interested in my little trinkets?
Your trinkets?
Yes, my sweet. I use them to make people all loving and relaxed. You use rock crystals and cloths to do that?
I do. It's wonderful. You should see it.
And they're not just any old rock crystals either. They're great big lumps of salt with lights inside them.
Wow, those things are lamps?
Well, that's not even half of it. Those cloths hold even more secret. Really opened up at the moment we started talking about our trinkets. Since here, why don't I give you a lovely voice a taste of my relaxation magic? Oh, Patty Bumpkin, can you get it all out to set it up for me?
The name is bad.
Is that a no? Why are you being so selfish, Patty Bumpkin?
Ew, have you finished taking photos of this room yet?
Yes, sir, we have, sir.
And help Miss Scone you with something, will you?
Yes, sir, right away, sir. Oh, you sweetie at heart, aren't you, Batty B?
It's amazing, Miss Scone. You get him to do exactly what you wanted. That's some talent.
Thank you so much, Pattykins, and you, lovely Officer Lovely.
She's even giving the nicknames to the forensic guys now.
I guess it's a way of showing that she cares.
So, what about this is supposed to be relaxing exactly?
Look at me such a big selfish Patty B. Oh, the fun's only just beginning. Officer Lovely, can you switch it on now? Yes, ma'am.
Huh. Wow, it's beautiful!
It is. Wish my son here to see it. Isn't it though? Isn't it just wonderful? Before I go over elves in the sweetest little castle made of sweets. That's my theme, you see. And I thought it'd be extra lovely if it was all lit up. It's the nicest thing you've ever seen. One of the elves must be feeling a little left out. That's how it was supposed to look for the contest. But I'm glad you lovely boys get to see it at least.
Wait, shouldn't the lamps be lit up too?
Oh, what's happened there, I wonder? I think we better take a look at the lamps and the elves one more time.
We didn't notice that earlier.
Hello. The lamps appear to be broken.
Bulbs are smashed, both of them. Maybe they fell and broke on the floor. Look, there's a red stain on one of the left.
That's not just a stain. That's...
Yep, it's blood, alright. I can smell it.
What? Blood? Why is there blood on this lamp? Could it have something to do with why its bulb is broken? We better take a closer look at the other one too. I need to check both of them. So Miss Scone actually intended to use these lamps in her display.
Then why were they stashed inside the castle? Because they're broken? Except, there's plenty of other places she could have put them.
The best place to hide some salt is in some sugar.
Isn't that how it goes?
Or perhaps the best place to hide in a tree is in a forest. Anyway, if her intention was to put these salt lamps in a final display, that contradicts a certain piece of evidence in my possession. I'll need to point it out by making a deduction. I guess I'll do that first. But you know, maybe it wants me to like deduce with the other one. But you know what? I might not actually have anything right now that can do that. Yeah, I don't. Hang on. Let me like
do something. There we go.
We know that the victim was struck and killed with something blunt. And we found blood on one of the lamps, such as a smashed bulb inside. Could the lamp have also been the murder weapon?
For sure, definitely could do enough damage to kill someone. Ew, science guy. Did you finish analyzing the blood from the lamp yet?
Yes, sir. Just got done a minute ago, sir. The blood is the victim's, no doubt about it.
There you have it.
Soul lamp has the corrector.
Okay.
So the murder weapon was hidden in Mr. Scone's room. I begin to think we may need to add it to our list of suspects.
Okay, so now I think I can deduce this.
Eureka!
Eureka! No! Maybe need a little blood sugar boost.
Oh wait, the contest rules, right? I forgot about that. Take a look at the list of the rules of the contest, detective.
Non-confectionery items may not be used as decoration.
That means the salt lamps and luminous cloths will both have been against the rules.
Is that why they were stashed away inside the castle?
I think we need to dig a little further into this with Mr. Scone before we can say for sure. Would these fit?
They would.
So not only did she use decorations that were against the rules, she didn't even make any real sweets. Miss Scone made a mockery of the rules.
Yeah, guess she's not gonna get crowned world's greatest now. And why is it so warm in here? Do you think it's got something to do with all this?
Big factors add to the record. That's a good question. I think we better go ask Miss Scone herself.
We need answers. We need answers.
Miss Scone, why is the temperature of your room set to 68 degrees?
Because I hate the cold, don't I, dearie? And besides, being chilly is no good for a girl. If I want to keep my fresh-faced complexion, I've got to be careful about these things. We ladies have to stay young, don't you know? How old is she really, though? That's what I'd like to. How old is she really, though? That's what I'd like to know.
It's not polite to speculate on a person's age, Eddie. Well, we can find out ourselves if we wanted to.
Never mind, we can't. But most of your work is made out of whipped cream. And whipped cream needs to be kept at 50 degrees or it starts to deflate.
It doesn't suit you. Silly me, eh? I'm only gonna make a whoopsie.
Wait, she really didn't know? Wait, she really didn't know that? World-class confectioner, my foot.
Not only did she break the rules raising fake candy, she's ignorant of the basic facts of the supposed craft. This Scone grows only more mysterious by the minute. Can I present the fake confections to her?
Oh, look at that! Don't you have the loveliest toys, Gregory Pegleg? But the color, oh no, that won't do. Here, let me put a lovely splodge of cream on it.
Please stop that.
So that, nope, that doesn't work. Oh, I did not mean to check.
You know what, can I do that?
Is your badge number on the back? On the back?
That's right. The number itself doesn't mean much, of course.
If it doesn't really matter, then I want mine to be the string of repeating digits.
I actually pay to see that.
What was I about to do? Oh, yeah.
This Scone appears to lack basic knowledge about how confectionery is created, and she says that she snuck into another entrance room for research purposes. Probably the actions of a world-class confectioner competing for a major prize.
Yeah, none out of the picture. Top pro acting. Maybe she does. Does she maybe just lack a little confidence, or
is she not actually a confectioner at all? Perhaps she had another agenda altogether. After all, we only have her word for it, but that she went into that room to do some research.
Wait, you mean Mage went in there to commit a murder?
There's no way of saying for certain just yet. But she is hiding something. That much I'm certain of. Can we talk to her again? Nope, I can't do that yet. Cap is in the contest rules. I guess I... Oh no, okay, never mind. Yeah, temperature 60 degrees. Okay, no. It's a cute little elf made of candy, sitting on a little tree stump. The fabric above it and the other decorations around it really add to the dreamlike atmosphere. If stay there for too long, we might get swept up in a fantasy ourselves. Yeah, well, our job is to stay right here in the reality and get to the bottom of this. Nobody's getting swept up in any flights of fancy on my watch. This elf doesn't have illuminated cloth over it like the others. It's not badly the poor guy out, Miss Scone. Well, I didn't want to, did I, dearie? But one of my gloves and one of the little machines went missing. A cloth fan. What sort of machine exactly? I'll never guess how it all works. Those luminous cloths are connected to these little thingamajigs. They're called full spectrum light emitting devices. They send light down the main cable into each optical fiber strand, and that's what makes the cloths glow. With a little bit of fiddling, you can change the light to any color of the whole wide world. But bright red like ferocious fiery flames, cold blue like pink like crystals of ice. We have these special batteries that last for donkey's years. They don't mind the cold at all. Forgive me. So these machines, they're what makes the special luminous cloth light up in all the beautiful colors, Mr. E. But I see. So much new technology can barely keep up. So these light-emitting devices, you lost one of them. That piece of luminous cloth. That's right, Lambkin. Heaven only knows where they could have gone to. This cloth could have something to do with the case. That was what I was looking for. Investigation complete. Yay, I got my health back. That's enough investigating for now, don't you think? Yes, we certainly found plenty of interest. Something's been bothering me for a while now. Mr. Von Coleman would have surely found the murder weapon when he searched this room, and yet he didn't arrest Miss Go. He didn't even seem interested in questioning her. I think our first priority should be to find out what he's really up to. Detective Bad, I have a few things I'd like to ask Mr. Von Coleman. Me too. Him and Scone. Him and Scone. How could you, Betty Bumpkin? Stop staring at me like that! It appears Detective Bad is just as suspicious of Mr. Von Karma and Miss Scone as I am. Miss Scone, would you be so kind as to accompany us? Of course, dear. Where are we off to? To find Mr. Von Karma. Sorry, sir. Mr. Von Karma's left the place. You'll have to come back tomorrow. Never mind. There he is. Mr. Von Karma, I'd like to speak with you, if that's alright. Tisk. Judging by your faces, I'm guessing you found the murder weapon. We did. It was in Miss Scone's room. Which means that Mr. Tangroa should no longer be the only person of interest. Ha! Nonsense. It doesn't matter where the weapon was found, Tangroa is guilty. As long as this is my case, guilty he shall be made. How can you be so sure Mr. Tangroa's guilt? You have an explanation, I assume, for why the murder weapon was in Miss Scone's room. Of course I do. I'll be delighted to share it with you. Tangroa killed Frost with one of Scone's lamps in order to frame her for the murder. To complete the deception, he took her back to her room once the deed was done. After all, if it had been found near the victim's body, Tangroa would have seemed doubly suspicious. A body may be hard to move, but a murder weapon? Considerably less so. And that's why there was no piece of evidence on the scheme that pointed to a particular suspect. So, like, what the? So is there a certain that Mr. Tangroa took the salt lamp back to Miss Scone's room? It is indeed. But it's more than that than a search. It is a fact, based on my own investigation. You mean you have proof that you did so? I don't need any such thing. What? Tisk. If you have a rebuttal, I'll be happy to hear it.
but I highly doubt you'll be able to fault my logic. Man, okay. I'm gonna press everything.
Hold it.
So he took one of the salt lamps from Miss Scone's room back to his own room. Indeed. I prepared beforehand, knowing that it would be the perfect weapon with which to kill Frost. But he found the lamp in Miss Scone's room. Surely this cast Miss Scone herself in a suspicious light. Perhaps you would let me finish, now as I was saying.
Hold it.
You're talking about the lamp made of rock salt that was hidden inside the candy castle, correct? Precisely. I was the only one who found it. So be grateful. It's a thanks to me you even have such a vital piece of evidence. What made you go inside the castle in the first place? You don't mind me asking. Good point. Maybe you just wanted to see what it was like in there. Fools! You think I went in there on a whim? I went in there because detectives are in a competent lot, so I investigated it myself. But I had nothing to do with the investigation. That's right. Detective Bat wasn't a part of this investigation until very recently. You want my trust, detective, you'll have to earn it. And a good first step would be to stop wasting my time, so if you'll allow me to continue. I'm gonna keep wasting your time, buddy.
Hold it.
But he came under suspicion anyway due to the body being in his room. So why? Would you like to hear a favorite expression of mine? Even a dog can still hold still and stay. Now let me finish. If only I could say the same to you.
Hold it.
So you think he hid the body in the chest but removed the murder weapon from the crime scene? Yes, he foolishly believed his own creation would be the perfect hiding place. Nah, I'm sorry, I had to help myself. I think you mean you couldn't help yourself, no. He doesn't seem very sorry to me. In any case, the weapon was taken away, while the body remains at the scene of the crime.
Hold it.
But if there's no proof, how can you say for certain that Mr. Tanjiro is the culprit? Is it the best you can do at pressing me? Listen here, the presence of the body in Tanjiro's room is in itself proof enough of his guilt.
Objection.
And you didn't find evidence pointing to any other possible suspects. Perhaps you should take another look. You might. You really don't give up, do you? There's no good at taking another look. Tanjiro is guilty. End of story. If you insist on asserting otherwise, I'm sure you have some proof to back up your ridiculous claims. I have to think back over the scene of the crime. Tanjiro really isn't guilty. There must be something that points to somebody else. Press Mr. Von Korma of any of his subjects one of the fact I fear. Well, it was okay. Well, I pressed all of his statements anyways. I don't care. Wow. So I mean, obviously, probably this one I need to present something to.
Objection.
That was right. Okay. Because, you know, I think it was still on the blood that disappeared, so that had something to do with it. It's true that the murder weapon, the blood-stained chocolate were removed from the scene of the crime. That's something else remained that does point to one person in particular. Take another look at the photograph of the body, if you will. The cloth covering the victim's lower half. Is that not one of the same luminous cloths you found in Miss Scone's room? What's that theory? One of my lovely colorful cloths? The scene of the crime, you say? Miss Cloth? Nonsense. You know, like to speak of. I guess he doesn't know how it works. It may look like an ordinary fabric at first glance, but attach one of these lightning devices, and the difference will soon become apparent. Look at his face. I don't think he was expecting that. But the fact that the cloth can be lit up is neither here nor there. We have to show why it's important. One of the rolls of cloth in Miss Scone's room went missing, and if you look closely at the blue cloth in the picture, wouldn't you say it's clearly made of the same material, Mr. Von Korma? The salt lamp and the luminous cloth both belonged to Miss Scone, and seeing as the body was wrapped in said cloth, surely even you can admit that's suspicious. Mr. Von Korma, I think it's time to accept that a number of factors point to Miss Scone as a person of interest. Yeah. Catch the bull over leg. Freaking piglet, how could you? You're accusing me of all people? I'm not accusing you of anything just yet, but I do think you're hiding something. That's not... Just to clarify, your assertion is that both the murder weapon and the clock were in Miss Scone's room prior to the murder. Exactly. Tisk, 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 tisk. Is something funny? Only that you walked so carelessly into my trap. Neither the clock nor the murder weapon were in fact in a room. So sorry I had to break it to you. Oh, what does he mean? Tango spotted them before the contest began and ordered the lamps the clock contravened the rules. He subsequently confiscated them and took them to his own room for safekeeping. What? Then, after the contest began, nobody saw hide nor hair of Foster here as he had secluded himself in his room. And the only person capable of entering his locked door room was Tangaroa, possessing as he did the only key. And as you now know, he was also in possession of the lab used to commit the murder. So you see, I have had everything I need to get Tangaroa convicted all along. Well, how does it feel? You have lost to me before you even set a foot in the courtroom. Ugh, this can't be happening. Wait, all our hard work was for nothing? Mr. Scone, why didn't you tell us yourself was confiscated by Mr. Tangaroa? Well, dear, Mannequin says that if I spilled the beans, I'd end up being the one under suspicion. Mr. Van Gama said that. And he wasn't wrong now, was he? You two killed me yourself just a second ago. This is pathetic. Curse you, Von Kama. You led us to the murder weapon knowing we'd make concern and sufferance as a result. One more thing, my pathetic friend. There are two, and only two, sets of fingerprints on the murder weapon. Two? Yes, those are Delicious Scone and Samson Tangaroa. No others were found. Tangaroa used the lamp as he had confiscated to murder Frost, and was foolish enough to hide it in Scone's room without first removing his fingerprints. Tisk, tisk, tisk. At this rate, I won't even need to testify. My perfect evidence would do all the talking for me as I was curious guilty verdict. But wait, what about the luminous cloth that was left behind in Mr. Tangaroa's room? What about it? Billy meant to return after disposing of the body. Ugh. I don't have enough to disprove any of what he's saying. Tisk, tisk, tisk. More pitiful objections. Now get out of my sight and close the door behind you. Mr. E! I'm not about to just give up. I see you mean to waste more of my time. Bad. Escort them off the premises now. This investigation is not over yet. Detective Bad. What is the meaning of this? Sorry, but I'm not in the habit of leaving cases half solved. There's still one last thing to the crime scene we haven't identified. Oh, he's right. We still have the evidence of somebody's activities to account for. We can discuss your lingering doubts at our leisure, Detective. Whatever they might be, they're no business of the defense. I beg to differ. This piece of evidence I'm still not satisfied about either. I suspect it might be the same thing that's bothering Detective Bad. What? This is the unidentified as something that was left in Mr. Tangaroa's room. Oh, the seal, right?
Take that.
We still haven't probably identified this piece. Oh, come on. That's not what I was thinking of. Oh. Man, I thought it was a seal. Picked up the wrong thing. What would be this? Oh, I guess so. There are finger marks in one of Mr. Tangaroa's creations. Supposing they belong to the murderer, it could certainly explain how the prints didn't end up on the murder weapon. Ugh. How do you know so much about the crime scene? Because I let them look around. You let the defense examine the scene, Bad? Are you out of your mind? I don't remember you telling me not to. Insolent worm. You do well to remember this then, Detective. But the results of your next salary review are up to me. Salary cut noises. Oof. You think the man's in trouble now, too. I'm sure glad you're my boss, Mr. Edgeworth.
And you do well to remember the results you still beat you up to your performance here. He's just as willing to cut the salary of Eddie. The attorney uncovered such a fact based on a cursory investigation. I'm almost impressed. But it's entirely possible that those finger marks belong to Tangaroa. After all, he wore gloves while preparing his creations.
Objection.
But can you prove conclusively that finger marks are his? Furthermore, there is still something about Miss Skill that doesn't add up. Is there? Are you simply not prepared to admit defeat? Oh, stop it, Greggy. Stop it. Why are you bringing some meaty poor down, Balversha? Oh, you're bringing poor so many people, sweeties. What do you want? I don't want to have to make you a suspect. That is much as certain. But you lied to us, and you're still not telling us everything. Greggy, stop it. Stop bullying me. I'm sorry, but you don't even know the temperature which cream should be kept at. What kind of professional confectioner doesn't know something as fundamental as that? And I'm sorry, alright? I'm sorry, just sit and muddle. Girl, what more do you want me to say? I don't think you're muddle-headed at all. I think that you were never a confectioner in the first place. Eat off! I'll think you to keep your baseless accusations to yourself. Evidence is everything in a courtroom, in case you've forgotten. If you're going to accuse a witness of perjury, then I demand you present something to back it up. But this isn't a courtroom, is it? Nevertheless. What proof do I have that Mrs. Scone doesn't know the first thing about making the desserts? Probably the big confections themselves.
Take that.
Every single one of Miss Scone's creations break the rules of the contest. The offending items, the cloths and the lamps, were duly confiscated, as we have established. And the witness did not go and bring them back to her room herself.
Objection.
We're not in a courtroom, but we're gonna do this like it was a courtroom, just not a judge. But those weren't the only rule-breaking items in her room. What? The entire fantastical world Miss Scone created, every last bit of it, is all just a collection of plastic models, slathered in whipped cream. That cream is the only authentic confectionery in the room. Huh. Cue music. No real-world title contender would ever stoop so low. Is this true, Pat? Yep, saw it with my own eyes. Stepped in it with my own shoes. Have you not noticed I've been tracking whipped cream the whole time? Did we finally convince him? With our lies exposed like this, surely you can't continue to deny the facts. Miss Gold, your actions place you firmly on our list of suspects. But no, dear, I'm no killer. And why don't you finally start telling us the truth? Who are you really? And why were you tampering with your rival's work? Alright. The truth is, I'm not the adorable little cook you see before you. I'm actually a pharmacist, if you can believe it. A pharmacist? I can't blame him for being so surprised. It's gonna be further from what we imagined. Seriously. Like, what should you be? I'm not a confectioner. A little pharmacist, I guess. What's some of your line of work doing entering a contest like this one? Well, I just love eating sweeties, you must know. And to me, poop treats are the best, so I just had to enter. I think we'd end up making all the way to the final. How did you? It's amazing. It's amazing in its own way that she managed to fake it all the way to the final round. Seriously. Even Mr. Von Cromer is lost for words. That's it? That's the only reason you're here? Yes, dearie, and it was worth it. Some sincerely pants, sweeties, are the tastiest treats I ever did eat. And the finger marks. Were you the one wearing the gloves? Yep, no, that wasn't me, dear. I don't even wear gloves. Remember, Miss Scone's fingerprints were found elsewhere on Mr. Tangaroa's other creations. I'd say that points to her not having worn any gloves. Exactly that. Kidding, peg legs, not on the right. Got the right end of the stick. I'm an innocent woman. Is your head filled with cream too? Yeah, sorry, Bennikins. Her head may not be filled with cream, but she's certainly no master of subterfuge. Miss Scone, were Mr. Tangaroa's works the only ones you sampled? No, dear, I couldn't help myself. When I finished my afternoon tea, I tiptoed over to Chillywink's room for a little taste too. What? You were in the victim's room too? Yes, dear. Nobody was in there, you see. Quite possibly because the occupant was already dead.
but I can only just make one little bite. I never tasted anything so salty in my life. So I had myself one of the tasty star-shaped bits off to the side to cleanse my palate. You have quite the sweet tooth, don't you, Miss Scone? Indeed. What didn't she sample? That's everything I promised. Breaking Peg was mannequins. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to make a mess of things. As long as what you told us is the truth, that's all that matters in the end. Do not think for a second that this means I myself believe you. We're going to investigate the victim's room now. We'll see how truthful you've really been after I'm through. Mr. Valcoma, please, let us accompany you. I think it's only fair that we be allowed to investigate the veracity of our own conclusions. Accompany me if you'd like, but don't think for a second you'll be permitted to conduct your own investigation. We'd like to accompany you all the same. December 24th, 9 p.m. Contest venue, Frost Room. It's getting late. What is the meaning of this? Oh, it's all melted. When we got to Frost Room, we saw nada. It was all gone. The whole enchilada. Was this the work of the culprit? A dead body in the chocolate chest? A murder weapon moved mysteriously to another room? This case was a real peach. It was gonna take some serious sleuthing to get to the bottom of it all. That's it. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna end it there for now. I think that's a good stopping point for today. Especially since we had internet problems earlier, so. But yeah, so I think that's gonna be it for now. I am enjoying this case so far. It's very interesting. I'm gonna back out real quick. So this will be where we pick up next time I'm streaming. So yeah, that's gonna be it for now. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I'll be back next time. I don't know which day. I don't know sure which day I'll be back. Either tomorrow. Definitely not Saturday. I will not be available on Saturday. Not sure to be available on Friday either. We'll see when I'll be back. It's gonna be. It might be a bit. I'm not gonna be available for the next couple days. But I hope you all enjoyed it. Enjoy the stream, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.